if I had to rebuild a 100K a month business in just 120 days, this is the exact same funnel I'd use. This is something that we use internally and something that we teach inside the Citadel to our clients. It's a full roadmap on outbound, inbound, paid ads, as well as partnerships and referrals, just a full cycle. So everything that you need is here. You're gonna see how it works step by step of the way. So you can just copy and paste it inside your own offer. So let's go. I'll show you exactly how this works. So here's the whole funnel, and I know this might look a little bit intimidating. There's a second version of it, which is exactly the same, but just different structures. So you might understand that one better. I'm going to go over both of them, but basically it is like this. Here is the whole roadmap. It is very, very simple once we break it all down, but basically it's like this. So I have labeled everything on a monthly basis. So if you want to start out, this is basically how you would do it the first month. So everything that has to do with outbound, inbound, I recommend to do the first month. So basically, let me just go back so you can see. So cold email, cold DM, cold call, and any other that you want to do, like voice notes or just any other crazy strategy, like Loom, Zoom, video outreach, like stuff like this, you can just use in this outbound section. As for inbound, I recommend you to create your YouTube channel or LinkedIn page and Instagram, X, TikTok, if you don't already have these. Once you have that, you would need to hire, or you could just do the setting for yourself. But if you're doing outbound, these are going to go through an appointment setter. So someone basically sets the appointment, someone who replies to the appointment. So you need someone for this. If you're not doing this yourself, you need to hire someone for this. And then you need lead magnets. Okay, so what are lead magnets? They could be basically like a product, like something that we have inside a scaling room is we help people find qualified VAs to work for them, do inbox management, do campaign management, all of this stuff, or even performance-based cold callers. So you could call that a product. Or something that we also offer is basically if you want to skip the resellers and not pay the 10-20x markup that they throw on inboxes and want to get cheap inboxes, we basically show you how you can get to the source as well. So that's something of a lead magnet that we do. So think about these in terms of product. Community, something like an example is obviously like Scaling Room. We have a free paid coaching community as well. Okay, so next is a newsletter. And by the way, this is not a full extensive list. It's just what I recommend to start off with. You could put a whole bunch of lead magnets here that would fit you. Just label it as your unique system. You could put your own. You could do a webinar, a newsletter. Newsletter is basically just collecting people's emails, and then you retarget them, send them value. And ultimately, if somebody likes what you're posting, they could just buy your service, whatever you're selling. You could send like a pitch every second or third week or so. That's the whole point of newsletter. Webinar is basically just like a long VSL. So if you think about it, it's just like a long live VSL, which at the end people buy. Workshop is kind of similar. Content, so there should be an arrow here, but content is basically something that you post for free. Obviously, this is coming from inbound. VSL, which could help someone point them in the right direction. So you just show them something, they like what you see, you solve their problems. And then, that could lead them to booking a call with you and then going through the whole funnel, right? A unique system, you can think about anything else that I just mentioned here today. So anything that I haven't been able to mention here, you could label it as unique system. But once you have this going, then you would need a landing page. By the way, you don't need to build out all of these. What I recommend is to build out a community, because that's just going to take a whole bunch of time and you better start soon. Then you would need to build out either a webinar, VSL, whatever you'd like, really. Webinar really is just a fit if you're within a certain niche, but if you are within a niche that could use that, it is very, very good and not that difficult to build out, because you realistically just need to schedule a call with a few people and you sell them something, right? VSL, you definitely need a VSL. Like I said, a landing page as well. And what happens if somebody doesn't book a call from the landing page? And what does a landing page, you might say, even look like? So basically, landing pages where you send the traffic to from these lead magnets. So for example, it could be that you sent a full DM to someone like, hey, are you interested in let's think about this example, because we give this away as well for free. Are you interested in a 120-day roadmap to reach 100K a month? Absolutely for free. So it comes from cold DM. So let's say he says, yeah, sure. That's the lead magnet. Obviously, let's say this is a unique system. Otherwise, you cannot really categorize this. And let's say we take them to a landing page. So usually what we do is it is just usually a sign-up form for a newsletter, and then they can get access to this. So you can take people through multiple lead magnets. So for example, they need to sign up for a newsletter and then take them through here. which leads them to, be nurtured and taken to the landing page. A landing page is ultimately, something like this. Very, very simple. Just have a VSL, have a title going, call out people that you're working with. You can put some case studies, testimonials, and literally this is quite literally it. We also put our roadmap here because it is very, very useful. Okay, so if they not book a call, just resend them to nurture, or you can redirect them to different lead magnets that you have. But if they booked, you need to send them through qualifying funnel. So what does that look like? So if they want to book, for example, in our case, they would need to come through our page, our booking page, which is this, and they would need to book in a call. And because not everybody can book a call, obviously we have some certain qualifications before you can actually book and talk to our team to make sure it's worth everyone's time. If they're not qualified, we usually just send them through a nurturing system, which is basically free content. So, they can just use the content and just make money off of that. You can do a free community as well if they're not already in it, a free masterclass, a freebie, social proof. So in terms of examples for us, we can think of the free content, something like, what I'm showing you here today in this video. It's free. You're watching this on YouTube. Free community is the courtyard inside Scaling Room. It's a free community. The masterclass, we have 4-hour, 2-hour masterclasses on email, just starting an agency in general. Freebies is basically like this. I'm giving you this document as well. If you want it, you can get it for free. Social proof is basically social proof, like case studies, testimonials you're posting. And overall, this loop will help people make a lot of money with your services. And this is just going to draw them back and requalify them into your system, because who are they going to sign up with but the person who helped them basically absolutely for free? So, I mean, this is quite a good system. This is basically like what every big player in the industry is using behind the scenes. So just re-entering the funnel, just make sure, again, like requalify them, but they can come back anytime. So it's not something you can predict, but that's why the qualifying system is for. So if they qualified, they book a call, you send them to a thank you page, which I'm going to show you what it looks like. So there's two variations of this. One is where you just basically confirm the call, and the other one is, hey, I'm urging you to confirm the appointment because it's going to get canceled. We use a combination of both. You can use both. This is just one for crop reach. For this, we basically just give more information, some case studies, some results of what they can expect. For Scaling Room, we are just urging just to, click I know sender, because a lot of people are just booking through personal email addresses and things could get lost. So that's what you could do. So either just confirm the call, add value, what they can expect before the call, or just make sure they confirm the call. That's really what you can do. And you have a pre-call flow. This is something you can do through Calendly, but we also throw in like a little bit of manual part. So our closers are manually sending WhatsApps, SMS, just voice notes, or just like a quick video like, hey man, this is Josh. I know we have an appointment lined up tomorrow, 10 a.m. And just make sure you reconfirm the appointment. Usually that's what we do. We send them value, we send them case studies. So just what they can expect on the call, right? Nothing pushy, just pretty much just send straight value. Okay, then we have the sales call. If you close them, then you take them through the program. If you're not closing them, you again just send them through the nurture loop. And it could happen that they come back, they watch your free content, they're in the free community, they make a ton of money, they go through the loop, they come back, and they want to scale up further, and then they come back to you, and eventually you're going to have a much easier time closing them. So once they're closed, you have your program, your course, your one-time service, a recurring fee, whatever, but just take them through an onboarding flow. Service delivery is very, very key. I just labeled it as service delivery because it is quite complex, but I cannot go into details because this is just sort of like an overview of the funnel. Like obviously you're gonna have a different onboarding than me, you're gonna have different service delivery than me, so that's why just do your service delivery and make a happy client. If you can, you're gonna have a recurring service as well as referrals, case studies, referred clients, and video testimonials. And that's pretty much the whole system. So if we break it down day by day or month by month, usually this takes like 4 months to build out if you are spending like 1 hour a day on building this. But realistically, the fastest I've seen someone build this out is 27, 28 days. But just going back to this again, like what you need in these first months is just basically this: have the outbound, the inbound, the setter, the lead magnet, some free content that you can nurture, sales call, obviously, sales call setup, pre-call flow, thank you page, landing page, qualifying system, and the program itself. That's what you need. And then second month, that's when you can contact your partners. How you reach out to them is cold email, cold DMs, cold call, or any other form of media, or you could just have people refer them to you, but generally that's how you reach out to them. You could create affiliate, partnership, media, joint ventures, and white labeling, which is going to help you attract again more clients. I just recommend to leave this off for second or even third month for this matter. This is when you can create a newsletter, an onboarding flow, a service delivery flow, and just finalize the nurturing system. Next month is when you just tidy up the system, add more to the nurturing system, create your first happy client, create your first testimonial, and create your unique system for the lead magnet, a unique product, and just add to the partners as well. And finally, month 4, just finish off everything that I haven't mentioned and start doing paid ads through YouTube, Instagram, Meta, Google, TikTok. How it's different is you don't have a setter, you don't have people just replying to it. You have an opt-in form usually with these type of paid ads, paid media. So that's the whole system, that's the whole funnel. If you want to see it in a different lens, this is one other way to go about it. So we have again like the outreach systems, the lead magnets here, a landing page, qualifying system, they come here. So the nurturing system, thank you page, sales call, this is your program, the onboarding, as well as the referrals. So that's another way to look at it. If this helps you visualize it more, then great. If the other did the trick, then also good. So this was pretty much it. If you got any questions, just make sure you type them in the comments, or if you just want to talk to me, you can just book a call with me in the first link in the description. If you need the document for whatever reason, you can message me, or you can download it through second link. I'll see you in the next one.